Hello, humanity. When humanity starts waking up more to the truth and about spirituality, especially if you follow my channel, when humanity starts waking up more to the truth and about, knowing and realizing that, spirituality is actually essential to life and, surviving on this planet because, I mentioned in a previous video how, Lilith is the one that actually, not Adam, Lilith is the one that, creates, first brought these demons to Earth. The entities of, all these entities have been around longer and, all these dark spirits and stuff. They're more ancient, the entities and, dark spirits, but the demons, they haven't been around for all that long, basically, since the Adam and Eve times, especially with Lilith included, you know that was when the demons basically were first brought to Earth, and but yeah, you know what I mean. It's these corrupt individuals in positions of power, that are in dark arts, dark spiritual arts, conjuring up all these demons, for money, fame, status, and power, which is causing destruction to everyone around them, because by, participating in these dark arts and by conjuring these dark spirits and demons and entities, you're actually, working with the devil, working for the devil, and you're causing destruction to everyone's life around you because for these corrupt individuals to, be in those positions of power, they've been using the dark arts to actually get into those positions of power by actually, removing from this earth people that were in those positions of power, and causing all sorts of havoc, and destruction to people, that either know what what was done to them, or they don't, or people don't know what was done to them, because not everyone lives, when it comes to these, dark individuals, these corrupt evil individuals in positions of power. Humanity, will, start to realize that, the people, we the people are all we have, and God, on this earth. Whether you're awake, to the truth or not, whether you're, on the spiritual path or not, you're still, we are still, all one people. And when people start waking up, to the truth and getting on the spiritual path, you will all start to realize and learn the truth about Al-Kul. ALKHUL. It's the definition of, it's the true name of alcohol, and it's the definition of body eating spirit. I've got a video up about it, about alcohol, about how nasty it is. Drinking alcohol sinks you into darkness and depression and suicide if you're close to that, sober. If you're close to that sober, then imagine drinking alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, that's all alcohol does. It's an evil toxin. It's an evil spirit. It's called body eating spirit because it's literally an actual spirit eating your body, eating your flesh and eating your energy, eating your emotions. It's consuming you. That's why it's so toxic. It's also a neurotoxin which, causes damage to your brain, liver, kidneys, your immune system. It targets every part of your body, alcohol. And so when people, start waking up and start feeling all the nasty stuff they have suppressed because they've forgotten about, why we're here, and they've forgotten about their own individuality, to be, well, their own individuality as a spiritual being. We're all spiritual beings. God created us as God created all of us as spiritual beings. We are all spiritual beings in the flesh. We are spirit and soul in the flesh. And so people are going to, start realizing that, hey, maybe David was right. Maybe other people were right when it came to weed and marijuana and Mary Jane and green and, all those terms, you know what I mean? Because, to be honest, that is my medicine, weed. I don't care what anyone says. Weed saved my life, and the reason why I'm still here and the reason why I've healed so much is because of that. It's a miracle plant that heals people, whether you smoke it or take the oil, or put it in hash brownies. However you consume weed, it's medicinal. You know what I mean? It makes you happy. It relaxes you. But the drink, the alcohol, the poison, the toxin, the body eating spirit, you can't drink alcohol even if it's just one glass or a couple of glasses every so often, you know what I mean. And a person that drinks alcohol drinks way too much and shouldn't be drinking it because it's absolutely evil and toxic. And until people realize just how damaging it is to them, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually and energetically, and how it actually affects, just because, and not just that it affects your entire being, but because it affects your entire being, it also affects your reality and the way you're living life. Even just consuming a little bit of alcohol is causing, negative, consequences, into your reality because you're self-harming. Drinking alcohol is self-harm because it's a toxin. It's a body-eating spirit. It kills you from the inside out. You know what I mean? So people are pretty much self-harming. You know what I mean? And people seem to accept that, as a normal way of life. People look at me as though, oh, you've been through a hell of a life. Are you suicidal? Do you think of harming yourself? But yet people drink alcohol all the time, and every time they take a sip, they're self-harming. So your people all want to look at me and what I've been through in life, and try and see if I'm stable mentally or emotionally and physically and in every way. But yet, you know what I mean? People don't, seem to even realize that drinking alcohol, you're self-harming yourself every time, and not just self-harming yourself, you're also self-harming. I mean, you're also harming those around you because those around you feel the effects of alcohol. And one thing about alcohol is when it comes to all of us humans as energetic beings in the flesh, because I'm so tapped in, tuned in, and I'm so I'm a spiritual ascended master, and I'm a master of myself. I can feel energies and what it does to people, and the energy of alcohol, the body eating spirit, it is absolutely destructive to the body. People may not realize just how destructive alcohol is to your body yet. But let me tell you, when you're on the healing journey and you're on the spiritual journey and you're on the ascension journey, because everyone's going to be on the healing ascension journey, everyone's going to be on the healing spiritual ascension journey because God will be waking everyone up. And when people wake up, it's channels like mine that people are going to turn to in their darkest times. Alcohol literally destroys your energy, vibration, and frequency. And when you're on a healing journey, you want to feel good. And when you don't feel good because alcohol destroys that feel good, then that also says a lot about alcohol. People may think that you're feeling good when you're drinking alcohol, but you're in a low vibration already. A low vibration. You're in a lower vibration enough to feel that it seems like it's okay, but it's not. But because you're in that low vibration, that's why you feel that. But when you're in a high vibration, it's a major difference. It actually feels destructive. And so people don't realize just how destructive, you know, they're not paying attention to their energy and what their energy feels like. You know, people know that it, attacks their body, but, people aren't paying attention to how their energy feels like. It's a demonic energy. That's what, you know, it's literally a demonic energy, because the body eating spirit is a demon, a demonic spirit. And I'm only saying all this because I'm actually here to look out for people. You know what I mean? And people will, be turning, towards me, during their darkest times, for guidance and healing and help and love and support. Because once I get blessed, my work for the divine and humanity isn't over. I'll be, helping people, blessing people. I'll be, doing so much. I'll be doing so much work on myself too, because I need to. And it's in those darkest times, that people go through, that you'll end up realizing that weed is actually the miracle that you should have actually overcame that fear of. Because humanity is supposed to be free, but most of humanity isn't free because of the fears and limitations and beliefs that they've picked up. And that's why, because of all those fears, doubts, beliefs and whatnot, it holds you back in life, and it does, hinder your reality. I'm clearing out my throat, more and more. That's why you can hear that, that stuttery. But I think I'm, I'm needing a yawn. That's where that stuttering came from, because I'm needing to yawn. Yeah, and I won't go into details about my own healing, and my own healing and my own healing techniques just yet. I have posted a healing technique on my YouTube channel, in one of the videos. I can't remember which one it was, but off the top of my head. But yeah, I posted a healing technique, and that's for the people that are watching my YouTube channel, that want to follow my YouTube channel, that want to learn about spirituality, that want to heal themselves. It's an advanced healing technique, and you're not going to master that overnight, or even the first try. You know what I mean? Like, with anything in life, everything in life takes practice, and that's the same with the spiritual journey and the healing journey, and healing yourself. And the healing technique I've posted is actually an advanced healing technique, because it's so powerful. If you're in the right, body, mind, heart, soul, and energy, it's really powerful. When you need to heal so much, you might not feel it too much, but you might also feel it a lot. It just depends on you. And when you get on that, when you're committed to start healing yourself, God will actually, and the angels, the divine, will then actually start aiding you, and aiding you in your healing journey. Because, see, the reason why people feel lost without God is because you got to meet God halfway, and God wants all of us to heal. And a lot of people avoid that, or run from it, or hide from it, or are scared of it. But God actually wants everyone to heal. And it's people like me that are here to, guide humanity to their healing, and, to realize that, there's nothing to really be scared of when it comes to the healing journey and the spiritual journey, because there's been so much myths and just falsities out there about the spiritual journey that these evil ones conjured up as part of their dark agenda to try and fool humanity, try and misguide humanity, try and make humanity sink more deeper into their own darkness. That's what the evil ones intended for humanity. I'm a light worker, a chosen being, a child of God, as we all are. But I'm the child of the universe. I'm God's favorite and the universe's favorite for reasons. And I'm not egotistical. I'm not going to talk about it, but you know, um, I am a big deal on Earth. Um, if you get closer to if you want to get closer to God, you can all talk to God about me, and God can fill you in with as much as you want. That's another way to get to know me, is to talk to God as well. Because God does love communicating with his children. He does love communicating with us. You know what I mean? um, God and I are super close, but him and I don't talk. Him and I communicate in other ways. In other ways like signs and synchronicities. As in cosmic universal messages. From God. Of all kinds, messages of all kinds. Like what you see. With your own eyes. All around you. Everything is a message. A sign and synchronicity. And yeah, but I will be sharing a lot more about myself in the future for humanity to get to know me more, so you don't have to see me as so mysterious that you don't get me, but you like me and follow me anyway. But like, I just want people to like feel like they can connect closer to me. You know what I mean? Because I want to connect closer to humanity as well. I've been through so much. I don't know how many lifetimes you can ask God. I say that always because I've literally forgotten how many lifetimes I've lived. And my whole entire lifetime's existence up until this lifetime has been intentional for me to get to where I need to be, not just for myself, but for humanity and the divine. I've been through so much physical and spiritual training, physical body, training, and spiritual body training. Um, this is the first lifetime I'll get to actually truly enjoy life, because I haven't been ready for it at all in any other past lifetime. I've healed so much this lifetime, and I just feel so liberated and free inside because I was committed to my healing journey. And that's how other people can feel. That's what the healing journey provides you with: liberation of that pain and suffering and everything that you go through, illness, disease, pain, just anything that's just basically unnatural. We are all supposed to feel light, free, healthy, you know what I mean? Super energetic, super high vibes, super high frequency, carrying all that emotional and mental baggage, that energetic baggage, the spiritual baggage, and the physical baggage. It weighs you down, and that's what's so painful as well, because we're not supposed to actually, when yeah, we are created to handle the darkness and the density, but that's not what we're supposed to be living. We had to experience that, so we could go from a super fragile being unknowingly to uh, an unstoppable conscious being knowingly. You know what I mean? That's what God created us for. People look at me as super strong, but to be honest, everyone is capable of achieving that strength that I have. Everyone is capable of achieving anything I have achieved. And because I don't know how many lifetimes I've lived, and I don't know where my starting life, would have been. I don't know. I literally have forgotten a lot about myself, to be honest, as a soul, and about so many lifetimes experiences. I've forgotten. I mean, I've prayed to God that I get my memory back, my full memory back, but I don't want to receive my full memory back when I'm not able to handle all that information, being consciously, awakened within me. Because, I need to actually heal my brain and my eyes and my head, because it's crucial to have a healthy mind and healthy brain and healthy head and healthy eyes to be able to receive information. And that's why also having a healthy brain, eyes, head, is crucial for communication too, because, with communication, you give and receive information. So yeah, I've probably, been through a lot worse than I ever remember. But, to be honest, I had forgotten until now. God has reminded me through some certain people, tarot readers, that I had actually reached a super high divine spiritual ranking, previously in my, past, my sometime past, in past lifetimes, and I did something to fuck it up, and I don't know what that is. You know, I'll have to speak with God about that, because unless God gives me the answers, I'd prefer to just speak to Him personally about that, because I do want to make right with everything about myself. We are all born through the darkness. We are all born in the darkness. And the reason why we have light is because we have been working on ourselves throughout all our lifetimes. So the reason why, if you're a good person, if you're a kind-hearted person, if you're a being of love, if you're a being of protection, of protecting the innocent and the vulnerable, if you're for the heaven on earth that God created, us to live, created for us to live and experience, then you'll know what I'm talking about. I actually lost track of what I was saying. Damn, so embarrassing. But I don't care. I'm human. Fucking hell. I'm not gonna restart the video or anything, and I'm not gonna edit it out, because fuck that. I don't really care about trying to be perfect. You know what I mean? I've never been that kind of perfect before. I, I I'm not a perfectionist, and people always thought I was. But it's just I wanted to be my best self, and when I became that best self, I wanted to be even better. I wanted to be my best self, better than my best self, and then just keep on getting better and better and better and better and better, advancing more in every area of my life. I'm not a perfectionist. I just want to be a master of life and my own destiny, and to be a master of love, because love is why we're here. Love is why we were created for. So even though, I forgot, what I was trying to say before, but, that doesn't matter. Um, because we're all eternal beings. We live for eternity, and so, I've got eternity to, remember that again. um, I don't really know what else to say, but I did create this video originally intentionally, to talk about the dark side of alcohol again, because humanity does need to be reminded. Because I do post a lot of videos, and people can forget. Like I know what forgetting is like. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people that are unhealthier than me, because they haven't healed as much on the inside. Doesn't matter what you look on the outside, but the inside, your inside is a different it's a different universe altogether. You know what I mean? We are basically an inner outer sorry, we are basically an inner universe and an and an outer universe combined, like merged as one, which is basically the outer universe is our body and the inner universe is our soul, but it's also the space where we hold all our traumas and wounds and baggage and all sorts. Our physical body on the inside doesn't actually look like that when it comes to actual reality. Our insides is not just what you perceive the body to be. Our insides is literally a universe, and I'm not going to uh, you know explain how how I know and believe it to be, but it's true. Um, your body can store up so much energy in one area, you know, and you can still be walking strong. You know what I mean? And just be like, oh, it's nothing. It's just a bit of a cramp or something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like people think that like simple things, simple weird common things that people have gotten used to, like cramps, is normal. But it's like if you get cramps a lot, that's actually some kind of energetic thing you need to heal. Um, you need to purge that energy out of you. And if you follow my healing technique to a certain degree, you don't have to follow it fully. You can just use maybe one or two of them, in combination to get started. You don't have to like try and do it how I do it. Like just go easy on yourself, and try and enjoy the healing journey. Try and you know if you feel any pain or sickness or heaviness or tiredness, or try and find those areas where it's coming from, and actually try and use the healing technique to heal those areas where that energy or that pain or whatever is coming from, wherever it's coming from. Heal those areas, because you heal the source areas of where everything's coming from, and you heal so much. A lot of people might heal the areas where it's being fed from, but it's actually better to heal from the source of the pain and the source of your struggle and everything, because then you clear out the entirety of it. You know what I mean? In one go. If you practice it more and more, you can heal out so much. You can purge so much. The more you practice and enjoy and embrace healing, and praying to God and trying to get closer to God, and going easy on yourself and starting to learn to love yourself more. Um, the more you do those sorts of things that I just mentioned, uh, you will start to develop your healing powers more strongly. The more you use it, the more you use your gifts of healing, because everyone's got the gift of healing. These evil ones that targeted me throughout life and siphoned my energy, because they, are so impotent and infertile, and they just are pathetic at, because they lose their energy all the time having sex, and they lose their energy all the time because, to be honest, the truth about, everyone's energy is every time you go to the toilet, you take a piss in the shit. Every time you take a piss in the shit, maybe even sometimes when you fart, depending on how blocked up you are by it. But like, Generally not really a fart, but it's generally just pissing and shitting and going. And when you get into the shower, when you get into the shower, when you take a piss or you take a shit, you actually, everyone loses their light. Everyone loses their life force energy. It leaks out of you. It gets washed away into the toilet or the shower. You know what I mean? And it's just a natural thing every time you piss, shit, or go into the shower. And when it comes to the shower, it's not about the cold water, unless you're sensitive to it. I'm not sensitive to cold water. But when it comes to me, but everyone else, it's with everyone else. When you go into the shower and you turn the hot water on, and you have a warm shower or a hot shower, or a warm to hot shower, your energy seeps out of you. It leaks out of you. It just falls out of you, drops out of you. It's like gravity just grabbed onto it and just like, oh, I'm gonna make this shit fall now. Psh, you know what I mean? Like literally, like it's uncontrollable. It happens to everyone. That's why I've been trying to also teach people to learn to build up and save up their own energy. Because yeah, you do lose your own energy, your own cum, your own life force essence. You know what I mean? The stuff, the core essence that's keeping you alive in your body. You know, that's the sacred energy exchange liquid. The life force energy. It drops out of you, seeps out of you every time you piss shit. Um, well, it depends on how blocked up you are when it comes to pissing and shitting too. Like if you're completely free, it may not leak. Because I'm still healing myself. But I'm pretty sure in past lifetimes when I've been super healthy, it was still doing that. But I've always been one to save my energy anyway. Ever since I found out about that, and it does happen when if you're not super healthy, or if you've got like digestive issues or bowel issues or like issues with shitting or eating, and digesting, that whole process from mouth to arse, that's the whole digestive system basically. You know what I mean? Um, if anyone's got any issues anywhere, then basically, you will lose your life force essence. It will seep out. You know what I mean? I had major digestive issues and blockages and stuff, and yeah, your life force energy is meant to flow everywhere, just like what I mean, just so effortlessly, on the inside of you. You know what I mean? So if your body's unhealthy, you know what I mean, then you've got blockages, and you will lose life force energy every time you piss shit and go into the shower and have a warm to hot shower. Um, if you're healthy, you may not, but it may seep out, a little bit. You never know. Like, just pay attention. Everyone's got to pay attention to their own energy. Like, I'm not saying it happens to everyone, but like, most people aren't aware that you're losing your life force energy, shitting, pissing, and going into the shower. That's why I'm here to illuminate, as much as I can to humanity, so people just feel so wise, just like that. You know what I mean? Like, for me to gain all this knowledge and wisdom, and wisdom is life, is lived experience. It's knowledge applied into lived experience. That's what wisdom is. Knowledge applied into wisdom experience. Into lived experience. Knowledge applied into lived experience. That's what knowledge and wisdom is all about. You gain the knowledge and then you apply it into experiences, which is lived experience, which is wisdom. Well, that's it for now, humanity. I'd love to speak all night, to be honest. I'd love to just post a video, like imagine posting a 24-hour video, just me speaking, just for 24 hours. Like, imagine that. I could literally speak for 24, or maybe not 24 hours, because I'd have to set up getting food and drinks and stuff like that, and whatnot. But like, literally, I could speak for as long as I can without having to get up. You know what I mean? Like, and without needing to get up too, because like, there's a difference without having to get up and without needing to get up. But yeah, take care, everyone, and have a good night or have a good day, depending on where you are. Thank you. See you. Bye.